call this meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Becky, would you be so kind as to lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, the original agenda that was sent out earlier today, we need to amend. So I need a motion to amend the agenda with a new business item B that is in front of you now.
And that is for the December 6th meeting. It falls on election day. So we're gonna have to certify, so we might as well just move it to December the 9th. We should be able to certify that Friday.
Oh, this is different than the one you mailed out.
Yes.
Slightly, that just added
After I
the-
sent that out this morning, we realized that that meeting fell on
Yeah, I
the
wondered
Tuesday of
about that.
election.
Good,
So
okay.
we just need to amend the agenda to change the date of the
Okay,
regular
I
meeting.
make a motion, we amend the agenda.
Seconded.
Thank you.
All
All
in favor?
those in favor?
Aye.
Passes. All right, the next item on the agenda, I'm sorry, I need a motion to approve the amended
Motion.
agenda.
Motion to approve the amended agenda.
Second.
Thank you, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, very good. Now, moving on, public comments.
Doing a fine job.
No comments.
Thank you,
All right,
appreciate
great.
that. All right, moving on, next item on the agenda is the certification of the general election results.
Okay, in your binders, you have a copy of the unofficial and incomplete results. We had 6,309 people vote on election day. Advanced voting, we had 8,175 people that voted. Absentee by mail, we had 661, and we had 2 provisionals that were approved. So a total of 15,147 ballots were counted for this election. If you'll go towards the back of your information, I included a report that we did out of ENET, and if you look on the second page of that, the far column next to last where it says total ballots accepted, down at the bottom it says 650, and there was advanced by mail and then 11 EBD, and that's the way we double check how many come in. So if you add the 650 plus the 11, you get the total of the 661. And the EBD is the UACAVA that overseas that came in. We had 11 of those.
Does everyone have a chance to look it over?
What did you say?
I was wondering if everyone's had any chance, if everyone had a chance to look it over, they're still looking, so we'll just wait another second.
The ballots accepted were 666, 661. But people, 15,147 people voted. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's election day, advanced voting, absentee by mail, provisional, all total that 15,147.
What's this total, grand total here with the 650?
The absentee.
The absentee only.
Yes,
Okay.
That's the absentee report.
yeah, that was the absentee report. That's how we double check to make sure that everything we ran through the scanner matches up with what ENET shows. So that's just a way for us to double check
I
ourselves.
see, okay.
So if I'm reading this right, then we had 672 valid ballots, but only 650 of those were accepted?
So if you look
not
Oh,
received, I
absentee,
got you.
absentee.
Total ballots issued, total
Right.
ballots that we mailed out were 721.
Oh, this is absentee by mail, 661.
We had 49 ballots that were canceled, so they could have surrendered it to
Right.
vote in person.
Gotcha.
The valid ballots is the 672. The total ballots accepted, which is what we ran through, was 650 plus the 11 Uakava. And then the total that we did not receive back that we sent out were 22
Okay. And then-
absentee by mail and 9
Of the youth office.
EBDs.
Okay.
Becky, did you have anything else?
Makes sense.
No,
You good?
I needed to find those numbers. Here it
Terry,
is.
did you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question on this is on the election summary report. So, for each, race, there's a, I don't know, category that says unresolved write-in, and it's got, for each of the items. That's before we resolve them, is that correct?
No, the unresolved write-ins are the ones that had write-ins. And that's the write-in category, that's where it goes.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
it. The write-in candidates.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And so that would be when they wrote in somebody who wasn't a,
Yes.
approved,
Yes.
on the approved write-in list. Okay, thank you very much.
Barry, do you have any? Mike, anything else?
So I just need a vote to certify the election.
So do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to certify the election.
Second.
Okay.
Second.
Any discussion? Any additional discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Thank you. All right, the next item under new business, as we've already alluded to, is that the regular scheduled meeting for the Board of Elections would be on December 6th, because that is the first Tuesday of the month. However, that is also the day of the runoff. So, in speaking with Stacy, we did discuss the possibilities of moving the regular board meeting to December 9th, which is a Friday, which would also fall in the time frame for her to be able to have everything completed and us certify the election. So,
On that day.
on December 9th, yes ma'am.
Okay.
So do I have a motion
Motion to move to.
Second.
to the 9th? Okay.
He-
For- He motioned, you're seconding,
Yeah.
okay? Any additional discussion?
That's fine.
The meeting would be at 5:30 PM. All those in favor?
Aye.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, motion carries. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Stacy for staff comments.
I just wanted to remind everybody, we have the risk limiting audit in this room on Thursday at 10 o'clock. That will start and we will be here until it's completed. Also, early voting will start for the runoff election on November the 28th and go through December the 2nd. It'll be Monday through Friday. There will not be a Saturday. And then I want to read also an email that I received from one of the poll workers. Ms. Pam Becker sent us an email and said that she would like to send a message to the board members of Pickens County Elections. A special thank you to Jackie and Larry for assisting during all the days of early voting. They were very helpful and well appreciated. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, Pam Becker. We've got a lot of positive feedback on this election and on early voting. I think the most wait time that anyone waited was maybe 30 minutes during the busiest of early voting. I really like it being in the new room. It's bigger, we've got more space, I think it flows really well. And then election day, I couldn't ask for it to have went any smoother. Overall, I think this was probably the best election that we've ran since we've come on board. And I just want to thank each one of the poll workers, the poll managers, and my staff back at the office, because there are so many moving parts to this and it could not get done without each and every one of everybody that participates. And thank you to the board members for everything that y'all did on election day.
It was fun.
Thank you. Thanks, Stacy. Next item on the agenda is board comments. So I will open that up.
Great job. The office ran smooth, as you said. At least at my precincts and whatnot, everything was smooth. Minimal issues, which is always great.
We got out kind of early compared to the last time.
I was there till 1 o'clock.
Well, I left early.
But yeah, great job to everybody, always the poll workers.
Yeah.
Great job to everybody here. I know we got some new staff members on the board members, and that was great. So, good job.
Larry, too?
Yeah, I thought it went real smooth. We didn't have any backups except very short in the mornings. A couple of minor issues popped up here and there. Most were resolved before they opened the doors. So kudos to everybody jumping on that, all the moving parts. Yeah, there's a bunch of moving parts that nobody realizes until they get right in the middle of it.
Well, and I'll just reiterate the same thing, I think, and that at the precincts that I travel back and forth between, and then that night at your office, everybody's tired by the end of the day, but people stay in really good spirits. And so that kind of, makes everybody else stay happy too. So it was great.
And I would like to thank, absolutely, sorry, Terry. And I would like to thank Stacy and the staff and all of you here on the board. It made a great day. I don't know how else to say. The whole process from early voting and everything was rock solid, and everybody did what they needed to do. And
Your first
my first time, and
for you, right?
I'm very pleased to be a part of this team. So kudos to everyone. Thank you.
Have you talked to any of your people on other?
My counterparts in other counties.
Yeah, that's what I tried to say.
We've talked to Gilmer County a little bit. Yeah, they everything went smooth with them. I think we actually ended up voting more people during early voting and on election day than they did.
Really?
But yeah, we've been in contact with them. They're the only county because everybody's wrestling around trying to get everything ready to certify and then do the risk limiting audit. So we haven't had a whole lot of time to sit down and really reflect and talk to them about it. But just in asking questions back and forth, we've got a little bit tidbit information from them about how things went. I think everything went pretty smooth for them too.
Yeah, you're going to be real busy here for the next 3 weeks.
Next couple weeks, yeah.
Yep. No rest for the weary. Away we go.
Just a quick question. So, I think I told you that because I'm working, I won't be able to help in LNA, but if I can get over here, is that going to be okay? I mean, maybe I can do something for a couple hours or
When is LNA?
I'm sorry, yeah, LNA, but I meant if I said LNA, I meant
the
risk limit on
RLA.
We won't know when LNA is until we get our election from CDS. We signed off on the ballot proof today, so they'll be sending it out shortly, but we just don't know when, and we can plan after we receive it. But if you come, I know Larry is going to be one of the vote review panel, and I did get someone from the Republican Party to be a monitor, but there will be other stuff going on. So again, if you are able to break away, we can find something.
Okay. I know you have the doors locked, so I didn't want to get scurried off if I peek in, so it's okay.
All
Are
right.
you going to provide lunch?
I don't think my budget allows it.
I'll bring something to eat. Yeah, okay.
If we're going through lunch, we will break for lunch.
Okay.
I'm hoping that maybe we can get it done before then, but if not,
Are we going to do just one race or?
it's just one race for the Secretary of State.
Okay.
And you said that to your Stacy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In this room at 10 o'clock
Yeah,
on
and you got my
Thursday.
email
So
that
you
I'll
expect to
do.
get done on the 17th in that day?
I hope so.
Okay.
I don't see a reason why we shouldn't.
Okay.
I have on standby, I have 24 people signed up to work as audit teams, which would give us 12 audit teams apiece. But until I find out what ballots that we're auditing, I won't know exactly how many audit teams I'm going to need.
So you want that that'll come as part of the
We'll find out
process
Thursday.
or whatever?
We'll find out Thursday morning.
So not, maybe not all precincts.
No, we don't know yet. It's at random.
Oh,
But it's random precincts based on just Secretary of State. So
Yes.
that was the one race they picked.
That's the one race
Okay.
that they chose was Secretary
But-
of State.
Okay, so they made that wasn't a random pick, right? Or was it?
No, the Secretary of State gets to pick what race gets audited, and he chose his own race.
Oh, okay.
it was no questions.
Yeah.
Is there any additional comments from the board? All right, well, that brings us to the final agenda item, which is a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
Larry and Mike. All those in favor? Carries. Thank y'all very much. We'll see you in a couple weeks.